This is the car that looks like a carriage.
the coolest pop culture museum on the planet. This area of the museum we call the Toy Box, and you are about to view a collection amassed by one man who wishes to remain anonymous. We honor that request, as he wants the items collected to be the stars of the show. One of the world's largest collections of pop culture from the 1870s to present day. The collection is constantly evolving, and we like to say there is always room for more. Say hi to our wonderful gorilla. He stands guard here 24/7 to make sure he is in place to greet all of our guests. Say hello to Dora the Explorer in the Soapbox Derby car. Today she is being co-piloted by Alf. 18 feet long and 11 feet high, and could carry up to 12,000 pounds of cargo. Our collection got started with automobiles. The first of these is on your right, the blue 1956 Thunderbird. This is a beautiful sports car equipped with a hardtop convertible. These models were made for 3 years between 1955 to 1957. The price of this automobile when it first arrived in the showroom was $1,776. If you would shift your focus to the left, we have 3 circus wagons filled with delightful automatons. At that time, most people did not have electricity in their homes, and the public was captivated by the moving displays and electric lights in the store windows. Just like the mechanical music you will hear today, these displays were early forms of marketing. Hope that you would come inside and spend your hard-earned dollars. These anthropomorphic animals first appeared on calendars that advertised tobacco products and have become iconic in our American culture, and they are still being reproduced today. The bulldog is slipping his buddy an ace under the table. Was he a good dog or a bad dog? Only you can decide. Behind them are Dodge bumper cars that represent the 1950s. Following them, there is a 1930 roller coaster carriage made by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Check out the typewriters located by the tractors. Why do we have typewriters? The answer is we have a lot of visits from student groups, and many of them don't know what a typewriter is. As we travel along, looking right, we have lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! She has a gun in her holster, whiskey in her boot, and a custom-made cowgirl hat. Now that is what we call really good ranch dressing right there. Elvis Presley had one just like it. Our collector loves Elvis, so he had to have one too. Battery operated and used mostly indoors. Our gorgeous 54 Vet is all original under the hood. Red leather interior. You were driving that Cadillac in the early 60s? You were riding in style. Gigantic Ronald McDonald in his blue jumpsuit, followed by a bicycle built for 7. You will see all kinds of bicycles here at the American Treasure Tour, including the early penny farthing. As we go down the corridor, please note that you are in a building that originated as a B.F. Goodrich tire factory, which is 1,200,000 square feet. Room in our journey, you will find that just like in our music room, we have miniatures here. On your right, the first display shows a miniature circus from the early days when the circus came to town on the train. Just the first of many band organs we are going to hear on our tour today. We are about to enter a room full of them. Just up ahead on your left is an item you surely cannot miss: the Popsicle Stick Castle. This castle is so large that it made its way into the 2009 Guinness Book of World Records, the oldest functioning automaton in the collection. The Sword Swallower. He dates back to the late 1890s, so he would have been in one of the very first storefront Guinness displays in America. It was the last band organ the Wurlitzer Company ever made. It was shipped to Griffith Park in Los Angeles, California in 1939, where it accompanied a carousel for many years. There are only 11 of these machines left in the world, and we have 3 of them here at the American Treasure Tour Museum. You'll hear the other 2 play later in the tram ride. Colonial Village Christmas Display. You will see 9 of the original buildings that were originally on display closed in 1977. A local man named Thomas Comerford was the Litt Brothers house designer and worked with a German company to come up with this design in the style of a colonial village. From Macy's department store in Philadelphia. These were on display in a New York City location in the early 1960s. This display shows Victorian-era Christmas along with the church scene and nativity. After they were seen in Macy's, they were sold to Hershey Park. Of course, after winter and Christmas comes springtime and Easter. Irene Higgins, and were donated in her memory by her daughters. They are one of a very few number of donated items in this collection. Practically everything else you see on display has been purchased by our mystery collector. Take a look to your right and see dozens of hand-painted sideshow banners. They are exact replicas painted by Lancaster County artist Joan Fay that filled the whole wall on their own. They were early forms of marketing and were meant to attract people from a distance. Miss Fay also painted cartoon characters and clowns. So sit back, relax, enjoy the artwork, the miniatures on your left, and some more music. Everywhere you go in the toy box, you will find airplanes hanging over your head. These are hobbyist-built radio-controlled airplanes and are works of art in their own right. We have close to 300 of them. As we travel along on your right, we have a full-size, beautiful red airplane called a Denny Kit Fox. The next classic automobile, we also have a 1924 Cadillac on display. That is in the walking portion of your visit today. He is not so lonely anymore as we purchased a Maytag rigger washer for him to work on. And speaking of adventures, on the left we have a small fire truck that was used on many trips around this building. Her name was Betty Thatcher, and she designed dashboards. After World War II ended, Ford was the only automotive company to immediately come out with a new model. We take this opportunity to thank you for visiting the American Treasure Tour Museum.